Hey everybody, this is Calvin Waite. I trade crypto for a living. I'm not a registered or licensed financial advisor, planner, or broker, so nothing on this channel should be taken as a recommendation to buy or sell. I also trade all of these things, so I probably have a vested interest in there. But there's plenty of entertainment value and lots of education, so this will be awesome. For those of you who didn't know, my subscription channel is live. So look at the link in the description over at cryptoinfluencers.com and you can see how I make all of my trades and what I do and what I think about everything. This channel is for more hypothetical and looking at trends, and the other one is for actual trading, so you might be interested in that. Well, good afternoon, everybody. I went ahead and waited for the S&P to close today to do the video. But let's still start talking about Bitcoin. So yesterday we had a phenomenal day. Exited the red zone on Bitcoin, and the cool thing about this close was that it was a full breakout on the right side of our descending triangle. So this put to rest any questions about whether this descending triangle is still in play. Nobody can argue that it's that it's in play at all, which resulted in today's action. So today's action is a continuation of the confidence of breaking the red zone here. So what's awesome is last time we attempted the red zone, it only lasted one day. October 4th, and then the time before that, September 12th, it only lasted one day. This is sustained. This is the red zone we've been waiting for. So when we exit this, we expect to be in the white zone for quite a while, and the next step after the white zone is green zone. So we've got some work to do though, because our 200-day moving average is still at 25,000. But it is dropping fast. We are replacing days that are in the 42,000 range and 40,000 range with our 20,000 range. So it's going to continue dropping pretty good. What that means is in about a couple of months, we could have a golden cross. Golden cross is in the books, and we're going to start really moving. So we've got a solid exit of the red zone. Things are looking really nice. What is next? So as a recap, we've had a full picture perfect Wyckoff accumulation. We called out this spring the very next day. And then we consolidated higher, broke out of this descending triangle, and now we are on our way. So in order to solidify change of momentum, the one obstacle we had to accomplish, and this is what I'm hoping that we're going to get to today, is we need a close higher than this swing high. So this swing high is sort of our biggest obstacle. The move above this swing high is a little bit insignificant because we've had so many other days in this range. It was important, but this is the one that will really solidify this. So that number is 20,335, but it'll range up a little bit. So as long as we can close visibly above it, so 20,400, and we're well in that range. So unless we have a pretty significant sell-off, which I just don't see, that is going to be huge. One thing to note, you'll notice that we did reject off of the 100-day moving average. And this is where Ethereum rejected yesterday. So let's take a quick look at Ethereum. Ethereum had just an absolute picture perfect rejection off of the 100. So in case anyone's wondering, if there are, there's a reason behind some of these things, there is. Also, so you can see our one-day red zone we exited. So this is a high probability trade. So Ethereum's in a great spot. But for Ethereum, we had this descending resistance that was coming down. 3 solid points to make a line. and we closed exactly on it. So this could have done one of two things. Obviously, we could have rejected off of it, which would have not been helpful. That would have been kind of rough, since this is a pretty important line. But in order to cross major lines, you need to either stop, you either have a huge candle to blow through it, or you need to stop near it. And the closer, the more likely you have of a chance of breaking it. So today we rejected, so yesterday we rejected off the 100. Today we may be doing the same thing. It would not surprise me if our candle in 3 hours closes at the 100. That would be 1525. So these are just the baby steps we have to crawl through these things. But this descending triangle, this descending resistance isn't out of the woods. It's something that we most likely will come back and touch as support. If we do within the next few days, like it would have to happen pretty quickly for that to happen. But what will most likely happen is we are going to touch the 50 again at some point. So the 50 is going to come back up and start moving higher. And it will start that when we get closes higher than this. So today we're almost going to start tipping up, but we'll most likely, the 50 will continue to drop for about a week, and then it'll start sloping up. So about 2 weeks from now, if we can find support off of the 50, it would be really, really helpful. So Bitcoin and Ethereum both exiting the red zone at the same time, same day. Unbelievable. One other thing, if you look at the entire market cap of all crypto combined, it exited the red zone. There were no fake outs like Bitcoin gave us. And then if you take Bitcoin out and look at the total market cap excluding Bitcoin, you'll see that we exited the red zone here. So we're in for a major rally, and it's all the way across the board. It's across all crypto. Bitcoin to Ethereum. Ethereum's obviously outpacing Bitcoin, and you can see that with the exit from the yellow zone here. We stopped on the 100, and now that ratio is improving. And I expect this to continue improving because of the fundamental change in Ethereum since the merge. So Ethereum's going to start increasing versus Bitcoin for quite a while. But even then, Bitcoin dominance actually grew a little bit, and Ethereum dominance really is taking a huge, huge jump. Others' dominance, so this is the question, like what's not winning? And it's the altcoins. Altcoins have had a miserable day. Even though everything's green, if you've got Bitcoin at gaining 3% and Ethereum gaining 6%, and the altcoins are only gaining 1 or 2, altcoins are getting left behind. And this is not uncommon for the start of a new push forward. But with the 5x leverage strategy that we're using in the pro channel, it doesn't matter. As long as it's green, we'll make plenty of profits. So those are that's kind of the shape of our crypto markets so far. The S&P is interesting though, because we've been tracking it very, very closely until the last week or so. It hasn't been perfect. And that is what is so fun. I've just been waiting for a day when Bitcoin and Ethereum are just fully green. S&P has a red day, and Bitcoin and Ethereum don't care. So this is really awesome. I'm very, very excited to see this break. Very cool. This negative day was one I called out on the pro channel last night. So just so you know, yesterday I was expecting a drop of about 0.6%, and we ended up getting a drop of 0.75. So I said, we're not going to get any help from the S&P tomorrow to sustain our rally. So hopefully Bitcoin's got some muscle under it to keep things going. And so it really was cool that it came out that way. Tomorrow, S&P is probably going to be red as well. And the reason why is that the top 10 most events, the majority of them are red, and the ones that are green are barely green, except for just 2 cases. And so we're likely, and the red ones are quite red. So anything that's following this pattern is it's amazing. This February 22nd of 2016, we have followed this move for move. This has been absolutely, for 3 days in a row now, we've tracked this. So it's pretty remarkable that that this has been sort of the experience. I can't say that it'll happen forever, but it's the most event so far. And there's going to be a little bit, even then, there's a little bit of a drop off. So this volatility, it gets choppy. We reach for new highs, we pull back. That's just how this market evolves. So just a heads up, we're going to have another day of probably S&P not helping the crypto markets. But we'll see. This is a monstrous move. It would not be a bad thing for us to take a break, as long as when we take the break, we don't just fully crumble down, But two unbelievable days. These are some seriously decent sized green candles. So we're starting to turn the tide. And again, if we can close higher than this, we will have a higher high in the books. In fact, because of this Wyckoff spring, we will also have a higher low in the books. So this is the definition of a trend reversal. Lots of awesome stuff happening. So the other thing I was going to say is that we haven't really looked at the profits for the pro channel, and it's kind of messy, I have to admit. So a little while ago, I was lazy and didn't put liquidity in, and there were some liquidations that happened that weren't awesome. And also there haven't been a lot of trades, I guess only recently that we started having a few trades. So I was like, maybe we could revisit this again. But things were cruising a while ago, back beginning of September. And then I went short on Ethereum and took the loss because I thought Ethereum was turning around. And then, of course, Ethereum had to go the other way. So anyway, there were a couple of mistakes here, but everything that stuck to the program is looking really nice. And overall, from the amount that I've invested, it's a very small return, 5.8%. Now, with everything exiting the red zone, these numbers are going to get big fast. So that is really cool. And the only reason I took a profit on an Ethereum trade here was to make an adjustment. When the market went down, I required more capital to keep my trade from liquidating. And then when the market popped up to break even, I was able to replace the trade, take the profits, and keep the same position. So this is still the same position and it's still long, but by doing that, I was able to clear out my that extra liquidity that was being sucked up by the trade. So it freed resources for other stuff. But anyway, so far, it's doing okay. It'll take a few more, as the trades filter in, you'll see that things are getting pretty awesome over on the pro channel. We had to do some fancy dancing with this bear situation that we've been dealing with ever since the move from around this range to the most recent. A lot of alts have taken a beating, so to be exiting a few and getting some profits is cool, but that will ramp up now that we're starting to change momentum. So there we go. Any alts to point out? There were some alts to point out. Dogecoin has absolutely had a monstrous day. So Dogecoin exits the red zone, and then today it is absolutely launched. OP is another one that has completely had a turnaround. It was we dropped a ton, and this move here is getting pretty good. So nice thing about that is that this trend is changing here. So not only did we exit the yellow zone here, but we've started a brand new candle. We're trying to break the 100. I can see alts getting excited with a little bit of excitement from Bitcoin and Ethereum. In fact, what I'm expecting is that if Bitcoin and Ethereum start having a little bit, they start dying down on their just raging bull move that they're taking, that a lot of alts will start gaining momentum because they've gotten a little bit of a push and all of the spotlights on Ethereum and Bitcoin. And when things just kind of flatten out for Bitcoin and Ethereum, a lot of these will start jumping. So I'm expecting the next few days to be pretty good. All the trades, from kind of a general standpoint, you'll notice that our red zone just got a lot fatter. We're getting a lot of coins that are exiting the red zone. And so this is going to get bigger and bigger. Our yellow zone is fairly small, and we still have a ton of coins in this red zone, but lots are breaking out. So tonight on the pro channel, there's going to be a lot of coins to talk about. I think I counted 13 last night, but there's more this morning. So we're gonna be busy making some trades, and these are the seeds, like these perfect entry points. These are the seeds that are going to pay huge dividends in the next few months. So very, very timely, very, very exciting. It's going to be awesome. So anyway, happy Wednesday, everybody. And we will catch you later. Thanks for making it to the end of my video. Make sure you keep those trades small. Don't force a trade. Don't get impatient. And if you want to see how all this works, please come over and check me out on the subscription channel at cryptoinfluencers.com. Again, the link is in the description.